welcome to the new review. Today we're taking a look at Kirby and the Rainbow Curse on the Nintendo Wii U. Does this game paint a pretty picture, or is it just another stick in the mud? Sit down and enjoy the ride, because I'm about to roll down the review. Oh, get that? Because Kirby rolls, and in the other games he doesn't. See, I just kind of connect. Oh man, that was good. Much like its predecessor Kirby and the Canvas Curse on Nintendo DS, you and your touchscreen device are best friends as you draw, create, and shape lines to your liking to get Kirby through each level. The game takes place a little like this. Kirby's enjoying a beautiful day of life, when a ray of light comes sweeping into his world, taking all of the color that's present. It's now up to him, a magical paintbrush, with the help of some friends if you'd like via multiplayer, to save his land and restore color to the world. This game retails for only $40, which is $20 less than the average Wii U title, and may I say, I think it's worth it. The game handles very well. As I said earlier, lines. Lines, lines, and more lines. They can be straight, they don't intersect, but they can form right angles in pretty much any shape you want. If you get too carried away with it, the paint meter will die out, forcing you to wait until previous lines fade away so you can draw new ones. It's a nice touch that forces you to think at least a little bit strategically while playing. Your controls for Kirby are on gamepad only since you're the one who has to draw the lines on the screen and such. The only other button that works in the game is the plus button, which lets you just pause. It's very entertaining to be the one to draw Kirby's path, which is why I can understand why playing this game in multiplayer could get as rowdy as playing something like Mario Party. Okay, I guess this is where multiplayer would come in play. Although you can play multiplayer with a gamepad player and up to 3 Waddle Dees, it really doesn't add that much to it. It's you trying to save whoever's playing with the weird modes because things get so chaotic. I prefer playing it alone actually, but it's still pretty fun. Moving on, there's something that I caught throughout the game that I really love. Kirby's transformations. These make the game only more interesting. You can be a tank, a submarine, or even an airplane. This, in my opinion, is where the game really shines. Slowly shooting things to get stars or gliding through the water is, for some reason, very enjoyable to me. Some levels that require you to use a transformation don't allow you to use another feature that's in this game, amiibo. Though some levels don't let you, as I just said, you really aren't missing out on much. The Kirby amiibo lets you become huge to plow through unreachable areas said you were normal size. This is okay I guess, but this happens a lot in the game anyway. About every time you collect 100 stars, you can use them to transform into this. The King DDD amiibo kindly grants Kirby 2 more health bars than usual, while the Meta Knight one gives Kirby the ability to dash through weaker enemies. I've only tried using the Kirby one, but I'd totally try the other 2. If I had one! You know, there are certain video game songs that always get stuck in your head. This game is like a giant mixtape of all of those. No, they aren't from other video games, but Kirby songs get stuck in my head pretty easily, and I think this is the best soundtrack from any other game in the franchise. The music, sound effects, and all that other stuff always sound so happy in a Kirby game, which is something that I really like. It puts you in a good mood and makes you feel all cheerful and satisfied that you played it. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse features 7 colorful worlds of adventuring. While there are mere 3 levels and 1 boss level per world, each one feels longer than it actually is. I think that collecting the trophies and collectibles within the game really enhances the experience and your playtime. If you don't feel like that'd be enough to make you buy it, how about a challenge mode? Each of these feature 4 tricky obstacle courses that get you to slip and slide your way to victory. Most of the time, you have to defeat an enemy or draw lines certain ways to get to the end quicker. But the rewards for these challenges really aren't all that great. Although they are very fun, you don't get much out of it. I've actually had a great time while playing this mode. It adds a lot to the game, which is nice. After playing it though, back when I was in World 3, I checked my playtime on the game just to see that it was barely at 2 hours. This was by playing the challenge mode and up to World 3 of the game. I thought I was doing somewhat good with adventuring out too. So yeah, it's somewhat on the shorter side it seems, but it's up to you in the end to determine if you're okay with that. Okay, so in this game, Kirby and his world are all made out of clay. At least that's what the art style is supposed to look like. I think it looks magnificent. Each world and its enemies look handcrafted instead of programmed for a video game. Even with this claymation style, there are still very great details hiding within it. If you want a close-up look at enemies and bosses or whatever else really, you can head over to your collection of figurines you earn within each level. Each level is so bright and colorful and it just makes you want to scream. The downside of this though is that you have to constantly be watching the gamepad because you're drawing lines and stuff. I can hardly ever actually look on my beautiful HD screen on my TV because of that. With all the colors present, it makes me just want to stare at it, but I can't. Even on the gamepad though, I still love the art style. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, to my surprise, is a must-have for the Nintendo Wii U. I thought it'd be good, but this game is great. There's a charm that this has that a lot of other games don't, but I can't really pick out what it is. Whether it's the playful art style or the catchy music, or the amiibo support— oh wait, sorry. Not that. It all comes together and forms an awesome experience. This is a game you don't want to lose your stylus for because, trust me, don't let your friends take it because drawing the lines on the screen is the best part. I'm awarding Kirby and the Rainbow Curse with a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.